Comcast is a diversified media and entertainment company. You probably know them because they run NBC, so you probably watch TV. They also run CNBC, so you're an investor, you probably watch CNBC. And they are diversified. They do broadband internet service for customers. They also have their streaming service, Peacock, and they've had a good year. And I'm a stockholder, and I wanted to analyze Comcast and see where their valuation is currently and decide whether I should buy, hold, or sell this stock. My name is Victor. I have an MBA and a lot of business experience, and I use that experience to evaluate companies and then share my analysis on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That helped me out. Now let me go over Comcast and the process I use to make a decision whether I should buy, hold, or sell this stock. Way back when Hollywood was founded, this company took existence. They were a startup and they made movies that would basically be shown in theaters. But ever since that time, they are now a diversified company. They still have a studio, so they create movies that get released in theaters, but they have a streaming business, they have a theme park business, they have a cable business, they have a broadband business. So this is a really diversified media and entertainment company in today's era. When I evaluate an opportunity to invest in a company, I first need to make a decision. Do I want to be part owner in that company? Do I want to be in the industry? Do I think the management team's doing a good job operating the company? Is the balance sheet in good shape and low on debt? And I want to discount the stock. That way I can see my hard-earned money work and make me money in the appreciation in the stock price. And based on the answers to those questions, I buy, hold, or sell. I believe the Comcast stock is currently discounted by 6%. It has about 6% upside. So I would argue that it's probably fairly priced. And that means that each share based on my valuation is worth $48 per share. But you can buy stock on the stock market for $45.64. I value companies using their free cash flows that they're going to generate in the future and then discounting them to today's value. In this case here, I believe that all their free cash flows in the future are going to be worth about $275 billion. I add the cash from the balance sheet and I take away debt, and they do have a fair amount of debt, and I get to an equity value of $185 billion in value. The market cap for the company is $188 billion. So it's a little bit higher. They actually are selling at a premium when you compare the market cap to the value of all their free cash flows. Earnings per share actually gives us a little bit higher of a value. Earnings per share method, we get a value of each stock around $54.81, but you can buy shares at $45.64. So it actually offers upside of 20% on the stock. I combine the two and I put more weight in the free cash flow method. So we get to about a 6% upside available on Comcast stock. The balance sheet is in a good position. They do have a fair amount of debt, but they produce a lot of EBITDA. And that EBITDA will allow them to pay back all their debt if they really focused on it in less than 3 years. The return on capital, the return on invested capital doesn't look very good. It's only 5%. I'd like to see 15%. This just shows that these guys are a gigantic company. They have a lot of debt, which is a factor in the invested capital calculation. And this piece here is a negative about the stock. I value the stock at $48.21. And over the last 5 years, the stock has really traded in different price ranges. If you look at the peak would have been in late 2021, stock was trading above $60 per share. But ever since then, the stock really went down. And in 2022, it offered a really attractive purchase price of the stock at $30 a share. And since then, it's really gone up. I was able to buy and invest in the company in this era. So I'm up on the stock quite well. But right now, it's not offering much of a discount. So not a lot of upside left in the stock. But this is why I do my homework, is I want to understand, what's a company worth based on their cash flows and earnings per share, so that I could then, buy when the time is really good, when a stock is discounted. Market doesn't understand it, because one thing I'll point out, and I'll do this over and over again, is The same company that was being sold for $60 a share is the same company that was being sold for $30 a share. It's just the investors that did their homework get to buy it at $30 a share, and the people that maybe didn't do their homework were just buying on the big momentum move in this stock, bought at a very high price and maybe lost some money. So I'm glad I do my homework and I'm able to buy at the right times. So I own the Comcast stock, but what should I do next? Should I buy, hold, or sell? Well, let's take a look. Now, I do like the company. I like the industry. I think it's well run. The management team is doing a good job. Debt is less than 3 times EBITDA, but it doesn't really offer a discount. So the best I can do with this stock is just hold it, monitor it. If it goes up in price anymore, I'm going to have to sell it because I don't want to hold a stock like this at a premium. I think it's a good stock. It pays a dividend, but they've got some pretty tough competitors. The first one that comes to mind is Netflix. Netflix is a solid company, and I would hate to have to pick between Netflix and Comcast if they both had the same proposition for an investor. So I'm going to be a holder of Comcast stock for now. It was good to see Comcast stock bounce back in 2022 and really come up to a really good stock price. Really rewarded the investors who did their homework and really believed in the company. And I think going forward, it is a steady stock. I don't think it's going to go up much more, but they do pay a dividend, which is a positive. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Do me another favor and like my video and subscribe to my channel. Good luck investing in 2023.